what I want you all to believe is this. Please believe that every little individual step is easy. You haven't been here for a week. The kids on the A group admitted each step is pretty easy. So just because you have 5 things to do, don't go, oh my goodness, there's 5 things to do. They're 5 easy things. So I'm going to ask the problem to be f of x equals x squared plus 8x minus 20. I believe that's what I'm asking. It is. Okay. One of the good things about distance learning, virtual learning, is you don't have to memorize any formulas. So you have written down the axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. I should have done this first. A is 1, b is 8, c is negative 20. X equals negative b over 2a. Please convince yourself this is easy. It's just a number, it's just 2 numbers. It's just negative 8 over 2 times 1 is negative 4. There is your axis of symmetry. Please convince yourself that's not difficult. You're just doing a formula which you don't have to memorize. A, B, and C, and plug them in. The vertex, we need to find what f of negative 4 is. So I put a negative 4 here. I put a negative 4 here. Please remember that's positive 16. We've had 16, we lose 32. We're at negative 16. We're at negative 36. Our vertex is negative 4, negative 36. Please convince yourself putting a negative 4 into here and just doing the calculations is not real rough. There's already a lot of stuff on the board, but none of it is super difficult. The y-intercept, and again, you're using your notes, you're not memorizing formula, is staring at you. 0, negative 20. We've done 3 things so far. I hope you're with me on, okay, well, none of the 3 are super difficult. The next thing is the zeros, which we are practicing today. So now we are doing this. And we are going to say 1 times negative 20. We want it to multiply to be negative 20. We want it to add to be 8. Can we see that? We can. That would be 10 and negative 2, correct? With me? Sam, you with me on that?
Yeah.
Cool. X plus 10, x minus 2. Make the big T. I did that wrong? Please raise your hand if you're convinced the axis of symmetry step is actually pretty easy. If you're convinced it's actually pretty easy. Okay? Take a deep breath. How many are convinced that just plugging in a negative 4 is pretty easy? Okay, a lot of you are pretty convinced on that. I'm not even going to ask. Looking at negative 20, that's easy. Cool. Now finding the zeros, we have to factor. Cool. We've done 4 things. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to insult you. But just because it's a whole bunch of stuff, each little part is not too tough. That's what we're trying to get to. Each little part is not too tough. And now the graph. And this I probably haven't shown you before the whole way. But I put the axis of symmetry at x equals negative 4. There we go. Try to hit the line a little better than I did. There's your axis of symmetry. Your vertex, you don't have to make it perfect. just put a dot down here and write -4, -36. It does not have to be perfect. Your y-intercept is over 0, down 20. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Over 0, down 20. Our zeros, here's a 0 at 2. Over 2 up 0. Here's a 0 at -10. And now, try to make it look okay. And for now, that's good enough.